Hi girls, I'm back. My iPad was dying, so we were just finishing up on the 6 most important things list and really how it works and the things that you should be putting on it. Basically, the goal is on the 6 most important things list altogether, if we're going to sum it up in a nutshell, is for it to be income producing activities. So things that we wouldn't want to put on there are clean my mirrors, organize my office. Those are creatively avoiding things that make us feel like we're working, but we're not really doing anything to achieve that specific goal that we have. Because cleaning our office or prepping our bag for the meeting is not necessarily bringing in any money or contacting new people. Those are things that we want to do outside of business hours when we're going to be contacting people. So maybe at nighttime, maybe on your time off. The reason for saying this is because I want you to be really focused, because I want you to be happy in making your goal. So I'm just going to be super honest and straight up that you have to do things that aren't going to make you feel comfortable sometimes. And you're going to have to, be planned and organized and diligent, because unlike our job, we have a lot of a normal job, we have a lot of flexibility in what we do in Mary Kay. And so if you want to treat it like a business and make money, then you have to follow through with the steps to do that. The next thing I just wanted to talk to you about was making a weekly plan sheet. You can go onto your Mary Kay In Touch website. Some of you got this in your, most of you got it in your new consultant package, but you can go under business tools, weekly accomplishments, and then print out a copy of your weekly plan sheet. I will also attach an email with this video of all the papers that I'm using today. But today is Monday, so today is a prime day. I wanted to get this out to you last night, but I had other things going on. To really plan out your whole week and know when you're available to fully work your Mary Kay business and when you aren't. And so if you have only a little amount of time to work your business, what are you going to really do in that amount of time to make your goal happen and to be the most effective? So I'm extremely organized. Some of you might not be. So maybe it's good for you to get out of your comfort zone to do this. And for some of you that are organized, the other end of that is to not also spend so much time organizing that you're not actually doing any work. So the weekly plan sheet is not necessarily for appointments. Like at 2:30 I'm doing a makeover with Julie, and then at 3 o'clock I have a doctor's appointment. It's more so for blocks of time. So for me, I color coordinate it so I know really where my time is going, and the goal of this is to be kind of put up on your refrigerator, so that way your whole family can know what's going on, and for you. So for today, you made the list of people that we talked about, right? People who could be potential customers, gone through with all the people you know with skin, so you have that list. And then you have your 6 most important things list, right? So you really know what you need to get done. Well, now when are we going to have the time to do those things? When are we going to be available for these customers that we might be contacting, or facials or parties that we want to book? So now that you've got so say on your list of your 6 most important things is you want to have 2 new bookings. Well, when are you going to have the time to do those 2 new bookings? I think that you should be very clear, so that way you're not wasting a lot of time when you are contacting these people, that you're very clear on your boundaries of when you're willing to work. So for me, blue is when I have my spiritual time. For me, specific meetings I have every week, so I know that those times are non-negotiable. And then I have in dark pink here are things that I'm always doing with Mary Kay, my conference call, things that are helping me to get to new customers, so a networking event, the Mary Kay boot camp, and then I have specific times where I'm doing hair, maybe your other job, and all of these other times. So for me, that's in green. Yellow is me time, so that is a doctor's appointment, but that could also be maybe when you're going to work out, or when you're going to read a book, or just have time just for yourself. And then I make sure to allot time, and I will obviously have more time than this, but where no work is happening, this is family time for Cameron and I, and that's also non-negotiable. So now when I go to make my 2 new bookings today, I'm very clear on the times that I have available to put them into. And then as that fills in, I'll just put blocks of Mary Kay appointments. So I really urge you all to make that for this week so you can be as efficient as possible with making your goal happen. The last thing that I want to talk about, I don't want to talk your ear off today and have you feel like you're going to have to watch some super long video this entire time. You know, throughout this Winners Club, sometimes it'll just be a quick recording that day of encouragement, maybe an email of an idea, a text message, and sometimes there will be these videos when I do have the time, and you can watch them when you do have the time as well. So I hope all of you know what a weekly accomplishment sheet is. This is extremely important for tracking how much money you're really making in Mary Kay, and then also adds to how you're going to keep track for your taxes at the end of the year. I think that it also gives you a sense of responsibility of wanting to make a certain amount of money because you're having to write it down and you're seeing exactly how much is going in and out. Because again, we have to treat this like a business. So you can also find this under business tools on your Mary Kay in Touch website. You can do this online if you would like, if you're not a paper person and you want to enter it manually on the computer, or if you like to write things like I do, you can print out a copy for you. I do one per week. But if you feel like you don't have enough, which let's think in an abundant attitude, right, where we're doing one a week, but you could also do one for the month. So for me personally, this is mine. I write it down every time I have a sale. And then I encourage you to all print one out today and put on the top and highlight it, whatever you want to do, your goal for sales. So for me, I went 400 in retail and sales this week, and so I've written down what my orders have been, and then that way I have this with me every morning and every night to write down the new sales that I get and track where I'm getting with that goal. So I'm very aware of how much I have left and what I need to do to finish it. This is a whole other subject of how to fill this out. For me, it's pretty self-explanatory, and I believe on the In Touch website, it also explains to you how to do so. But just a really brief explanation is you put the date, your customer's name, the time invested. The reason for this is I think it's important because when you are doing interviews with new team members or sharing the opportunity, you can really say, in this amount of time, I made this much money. So say it's only $200 that week you brought home, but if you did it in only an hour, you made $200 in an hour. And so that's really important to show people the amount of money you can make in a short period of time. So it tracks how much maybe skincare you're selling, and then where are you really getting those sales from. So for me, I had one from my personal website, and then I had one that was on the go really quick. Happened to be doing her hair and she needed something. So there is where you're going to put the amount less the sales tax, because we're not really counting sales tax into our profit, right? That's going straight back to the company. And then in the other part is to keep track of your sales tax. And then you total this out weekly, so you know exactly how much you made weekly, and then you have it where you know what you've made year to date, so that way it's all there. And then you have a little area right here to figure out how much profit that you've been able to take home. So I encourage you to print one of these out. You're taking ownership of your goal, you're writing it down, and then you have the choice now to fill it out daily, and then it gets you excited, just like your 6 most important things list. You're one step and one customer and one order closer to that sales goal that you have. So I hope that was a little bit helpful. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to ask me. I will send this all to you in an email, and I will work on some other great things for you for tomorrow. So I hope that you all are so excited about this just as I am. And if you could, I would love for you to maybe, if you're brave enough, post your small-term dream for your family, what you're trying to accomplish this month, and then maybe a couple ideas of what your 6 most important things list was for today or tomorrow. And maybe take a picture of your weekly plan sheet. When you do things like this, it really motivates all the other girls of, wow, if she did it, I could do it. And then post your accomplishments. I would love to either get emails or text messages. I could share them, put them on our Be Good Winners site. So that way everybody else knows, oh man, she accomplished this little part of her goal. I can do that too. And that pushes me to do it. So I would just love you all to really support one another and be excited for one another. So I hope you have an amazing week, and I will get in touch with you all tomorrow.